Yoda, this is take 3. Action. Welcome to the Sod Kruger, frickin' biggest luxury liner in the game. It's the Beluga liner. I can never remember the name of it because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I wanted to demonstrate how big this cockpit was. It's got 2 additional seats for co-pilots. Of course, my seat. And then when you turn around here, it's got a huge frickin' cabin. Look how big that is. That's bigger than my apartment. I'd say just a little bit. Not like, oh, dwarf in my apartment. Oh, I live in squalor. No, it's just a hair bigger. Like if you put the rooms inside of here, it'd probably be just about the same square footage. But yeah, this is a big old ship. I like the tourism ventures of this game, so I saved up for it, purchased it. But I was gonna go in here and dock.
Request approved. Prep for arrival on landing badge 3.
Got a request docking. Perk of VR is that you know, you can look over at a screen and then do shit in it. What are you doing, buddy? So this area has also got a speed rule. Gotta go 100 or less, otherwise you get fined. So I got permission to go in. I don't have my landing gear out yet. I'm a huge old ship, so I don't want to scrape. Going in on the green side on the left. Kind of trying to stay in the middle here. Slow down a little bit. There's another big ship right there. Well, we got to go to 39. That's right there. Landing gear out. Swivel the ship. Go forward a little bit more. Down thruster. We stop thrusting completely forward. And we just bring her down a little bit to the left. See, now that engages. Now I have a better idea of where I am. I want to go forward a little bit more while we bring her down. We're looking to get right in the middle of that little circle, and when we do, we're going to get a nice big positive reinforcement, and then we just want to bring her down. Keeping her level. Bam. Stable landing. 6.
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown.
Fuck you. I won't shut my systems down. Going into the hangar. So I'm running the monitor 1080p so I can record properly, which gives me a little bit of weird stuff going on in my goggles. It's not too bad actually at all. It's only really when like a lot of crazy movements going on, like when we spun around there, and it's almost more of like a blur. It's hardly noticeable. But of course I'm running VR and 1080 full screen on my monitor so I can record it and not have it look stupid. So, again, this was my really big ship. We can go into the starport services. This is the starting terminal for Standard Elite. If you have Horizons, you can choose to start on a planet. But this is like the starting station. We'll jump into the shipyard. I've got a couple of ships stored. I've got like the starter Sidewinder. I've got a Viper, a little bit larger. So what? The hull mass kind of shows you 50 to 280, the Asp. Probably the best explorer ship in the game. It's an all-rounder in my eyes, so I use it for just kind of daily stuff. And then we have the ship that I'm in right now, which is the Beluga. But we'll jump over into this ship quick. Oh, we don't want to sell it. Just to kind of demonstrate the size differences of these ships. So again, that was like one of the biggest ships of the game. One of the biggest, not the biggest, but a really big one. This is like a single man fighter. As you can see, cockpit real small. You know, you'd enter right behind you there. The chair would probably roll back and swivel if you were trying to get in there. Seems like there's a little bit of graphical ineptitudes down there, like they didn't fucking code it properly. For VR, whatever, I'll give them a break. You're not really looking that way anyway, but I mean the cockpit is so small, it's like as if I could reach up and grab those handles. They're right there, you know. Very cool. So let's and we're in a smaller loading dock. As you can see, there's like some advertisements right there, whatever. Pretty cool. Come back to the shipyard. We'll just jump in the next ship. Take a look at the Viper. This is another favorite of mine. It's kind of a good entry-level fighter, in my opinion. It's quick. So again, pretty small, a little bit smaller than some of the other ships, but not as small as that last one. You know, you got a little more breathing room. Those handles, you know, for me, in my perception, I'd have to like sit up like this before I could actually grab it. So, you know, you definitely got a little more breathing room there. And then we'll jump in the ASP quick to show that. So again, a little more, that's 24,000 if I were to sell that, or 24 million if I were to sell that ship. I believe this one's got one co-pilot seat. It's below you. Pretty sure. I never remember. But yeah, definitely a little more spacious. It's got a nice viewing area, whereas the last couple ships had more of like a fighter's cockpit protecting the pilot from, you know, most angles, and then you just have your viewport. Whereas this one, the viewport almost kind of sticks out of the front of the ship there. You can see the side of the ship there where there would be, you know, the guns and turrets kind of poke out on those bits. You know, you're more exposed, so little more dangerous for combat. It's still a decent ship for combat because it's got a decent amount of maneuverability. You got a lot of slots available to you for, you know, heat sinks or chaff or your various weaponry, your defenses to shoot down. I have like a point defense on that just kind of shoots down rockets that are homing on me, where I could also drop chaff or heat sinks to get those homing rockets off of me as well. But again, this is more of my exploration ship. I just have some of that stuff on there because I'm a noob and it's not fully geared yet. And yeah, so there we are. So again, we'll look at the storage ships. And that was only a 27,000 sell on that little Sidewinder, the starter ship. That one was like a 3 mil after, and that's with all my investments. I've thrown some guns in there, some things that I prefer, whatever. And I haven't changed some of the, like, the Discovery scanner stuff. I haven't adjusted that yet. And then here's the Beluga liner. And that's got a good old 104 mil value. That's there. Pretty cray. Seeing my total balance is 52 million. So we will use this ship. Much larger bay. So yeah, pretty crazy, huh? I mean, this ship, obviously, once you kind of like sit in the other ships and see the perspective of how big that ship really is, and then you see it, it's like, okay, well that's just the cabin, and so that ship goes for days then, you're telling me? Pretty crazy, so. But yeah, that was really that. I mean, this video was just kind of show off the awesomeness that this game offers in VR. It's great on a monitor, the game is gorgeous, but you don't really get that perception like you do in VR. And hopefully this video does kind of show a little bit of how big that room really is when I'm turning around and kind of looking, because, I mean, it's like walking to my fridge and back. It's all the way over there. Anyway, thanks for tuning. Later, guys.